Here the fuck we go. There's a fucking interview going on behind me and I can't move my car, so I gotta turn real weird. Jesus. Fucking genius over there. But yeah, so what the fuck is up? We are going to the gym. We are hitting fucking chest. I felt like hitting chest today. The last time I hit chest was Friday. It is Wednesday. That's plenty of time for my chest to have recovered. I'm looking forward to just kind of stretching that shit out and fucking squeezing that shit in. I think that's perfect recipe, or not perfect recipe, but it's the perfect storm of things that I need today. So we're gonna do that. I know I kind of went back and forth with legs. My legs aren't doing too bad, so I definitely think that tomorrow legs can certainly be done. So we'll do legs tomorrow, chest now. No complaints on that. But I hope today's workout, well, I hope, what the fuck I mean I hope. Today's workout is going to be pretty good. So, I was thinking I'm going to do some benching, and then that was the only thing I really thought about. Definitely going to do some cable work, probably flies. Excuse me. Since it's chest day, my chest day is a push day, so we're also going to be doing tricep stuff. One of these days I'll do triceps first, but that's not today. Well, and let me get there and see how things are looking. Maybe we could do that, but tricep, I never really have an issue getting a tricep pump, but an accurate chest pump, I do kind of struggle from time to time. So we're hitting chests. We're going to be looking thick and beautiful, as always. You know, whenever you're trying to look thick and beautiful, you got to hit chest. Chest and shoulders, and maybe back, but really thick and beautiful, chest and shoulders. That way you get that nice V taper with some wide delts, that narrow waist. That's the combo. There's only a couple more days to the Tampa Pro, so I do know one person that is competing, and dude, she is always mega lean. Let me tell you, like, she is lean. So I'm curious to know how she does in that competition. I know when the competitions, you know, occur, like all the competitors, you know, they're at a high level, or they at least take it seriously enough to where they're fucking monitoring their diet and everything. So, and training hard. You don't get on stage when you're not training hard. Food today. So I had my egg strata per usual during the week. I don't necessarily have those on the weekends, but during the week they're just so easy to bake. Like, you bake a couple of them, she bakes 5, and when I leave the house, I just gotta take one, find some ketchup, and we are fucking Gucci. And I was feeling pretty full off that, so thankfully that's kind of subsided. I don't really like training at all when I've got, I don't want to say definitely not a full stomach, but yeah, I am prone to like being lethargic, and just the extra pressure on my diaphragm, just like where it feels like it's laboring to breathe. That's miserable. So none of that. Also did have a protein shake last night. That's how I've been trying to get in my extra protein, or I've been trying to get in extra protein, and I've been using shakes to do that. when it comes to your protein intake, people ask how many grams do you need or whatnot, and 0.8 per kilogram, and you can go up from there, but that's not like a bunch of shakes. Like, ideally, you're getting your protein in by eating regular whole foods. Like, one thing I heard, I can't remember if this was a trainer back in the day. It might have been from a personal trainer. But think of like caveman style, whatever you find in nature, that's what you should be eating. So like fucking a chicken, get that chicken, steak, fucking lettuce, veggies, potatoes. These are all things that you find naturally occurring in nature. So that's where you should get the lion's share of your nutrients. Shakes you can get, you can get enough protein in with shakes, but it's not the same. You're not as full. You're missing out on other nutrients and micronutrients. Shakes are great for just like a little something with a snack, or after lunch even, if you have a smaller lunch, but they're not meant to replace meals. Definitely not. You're the guy. You're the guy with the massive cock. How you doing, bud? Great way to... It really throws people off when you say that to them in public. Especially the less you know them, the better. Because, what dude? What dude isn't going to want to hear about their giant schmeat? None. It's like, oh my God. And dude, if they have a girl with them, excelente. Let me tell you. But yeah, compliments. Hit them with a compliment. People don't get enough compliments nowadays. Or at least guys don't. Typically, it's okay to give compliments. One little compliment could brighten someone's day like no tomorrow. And it doesn't have to be like girl to guy or guy to girl. It could be guy to guy. Guys can compliment each other. That shit just feels good. See, dude, we're already fucking here. That was, boom, lightning fast. Because we're talking, shooting the shit. Anytime we do this, it's like I get here in 2 seconds. My mouth is dry right now. Dry. I hope the music's good today. I think the other day they were playing like garage, like dad garage rock. Love that shit. I used to listen to that all the time when I was younger. LimeWire. If you know and remember LimeWire, that was next level when that came out, or whenever you discovered it, dude. Being able to download, you could download movies, but download any song, that shit was fucking next level. Especially like LimeWire, and then you could burn a CD, and then MP3 players came out, and that, dude, it's perfect combo. I was very into music as a kid. I remember when I was really young, waiting for Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne to come on the radio so I could record it on tape. Because back in the day, when you had a song playing on the radio, you could record it on a blank tape, and that's how you had tapes for the car. And you could also, with some stereos, you could play one tape and have the other tape make a copy of it. But I remember, like, I was in a CVS, and I saw this thing with headphones, and I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. I need that. And then I finally got a Philips cassette player, like a portable one, and I listened to the fuck out of that thing. Loved it. We actually had some sun today, which was nice. It's been rainy and gray the past couple days, and I hate that. Like, I get we need rain and whatnot, but dude, when it's gray out all the time, it just, my energy, my mood just fucking terrible. Terrible. I'm ready to go see Jay Sharp on Saturday. It's Tampa's best barber. No joke. He does it like nobody else. If you're not going to Jay Sharp when you're getting your hair cut, well then you're fucking up. He was always done me right. But seriously, he always gives a good cut, great customer service. He's available, but not too available. You know, when you have a barber that has just so much availability, well, that could be not a great sign, because, you know, why is nobody booking? But great for you, because then you don't have to wait on a certain time or whatnot. It's easy to get in, but definitely pay attention to that shit. He also got busier, and I was like, damn, I've been having to wait. And that's a little frustrating, but I'm happy for him, because it means that business has been picking up, and, you know, is definitely rightfully deserved, because he's fucking phenomenal. The bald fade that he gives, I've had the same haircut for like 5 years, and I've been going to him for like 5 years. Oh my God, fuck me, dude. I hate when shit falls between the seat. But there we go. But yeah, I've been going to him for 5 years, and he's done a great job every single time. So I'm excited to show off his work in the gym soon. But that is then. This is now. We're gonna go the fuck inside. So this time I actually have my mic and everything, because when I was editing yesterday's videos, I thought that just the camera mic would be good enough. It wasn't, so got this on just in case. Again, I'm probably not gonna film everything I do, but you at least get to see the exercises that I'm doing, and the order, and just other random shit. So alright, right now we're just gonna use this dual cable cross to warm up a little bit. So I'm gonna play around with the different arms, with the different fucking heights and widths. So yeah. Jeez, that was fucking starting to burn already. So when we finally get into this, I was initially thinking that I'd be doing, bench first, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. And I also thought about doing incline. I do much prefer incline to flat bench, but yeah, we'll see. Penis. Whoa. Not bad. Not bad at all. I actually would prefer to bench right now. So I think that's what we're gonna go do. I'm warm, so we're gonna hop over there. Okay, we're gonna start off with this, and I'm going a little bit wider to make sure I get more chest activation. I'll tell you what, I'm not the biggest fan of benching, but it does give a pump, unlike most things. So I do like it for that reason. Just got 185 on there. I want to get at least 5 and do 4 or 5 sets of this. Just made it. I don't know how I've been here for almost an hour already. We got 2 more sets, and then we're gonna move on. Probably to some sort of machine or something like that. And I'm thinking still chest. All right, I want to try this thing for upper chest. That I just kind of thought about. Is that better than like... Let's see it from this angle. All right, we'll be done with this. Holy Christ. All right, we're gonna do a tricep thing. Tricep push downs, and I'm thinking, we never used the rope, so we're gonna use the rope this time. I did 1 rep, I can already tell you, like I could do way more with a bar than the rope. So now we're going to do something I never really do, and that's going to be overhead extensions, but I'm going to have the cable here, and I'm going to do that. I never do them this way, so I figured I'd give it a go. Not bad. Felt kind of awkward to get into and get out of, but I don't know if I like that more than the way I normally do them. We'll finish it out with these. The only thing I don't like about that is that for me, it kind of feels like my shoulders are in a compromising position. But we're gonna be done with this. Maybe do like one more chest thing. I think it's gonna be a shorter workout today. We've been here for a while already, and I don't feel like we've done that many exercises, but you know, maybe we could do one more set of this. I'm gonna do some single arm like this. Now we can be done. I lied, there was actually a really good pump from that, so I want to do that one more time with a little bit more weight. Surprisingly, that was harder to finish out with this right arm. But now I think we're gonna go try for a fly or something. Nothing too crazy. All right, I think we'll do 3 or 4 sets on this chest fly with the fucking half Bosu ball. Again, with this, it's like, it's not really so much of a fly as like a press, at least for me. Ooh. We'll go up a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm more accustomed to the pressing and kind of like the pressing more than the fly on this. Ooh, man. All right. I think that's gonna be it. That's one mighty full booby, I'll tell you that. Let's get the fuck out of here. That workout exercises felt pretty good. Pretty fucking good, especially at the end. I was surprised, like that last like press, those cable presses, that was fucking something else. So I'll say that felt good, and then also like the tricep stuff, that felt really good with the rope. Initially I was feeling this kind of thing in my elbow, but that went away. So I'll say that was good. I don't really feel like I did a ton of stuff, but I did like 4 to 5 sets for each thing, so that ain't nothing. So, and plus, you don't need to do it all in one day. You know, ideally, if you're doing like, if you're doing push-pull legs, you're hitting each muscle group 2 times a week. And if you're trying to get 10 to 20 sets, which I don't know if you need to do that, but let's say 12. If you're trying to get 12 sets per week, I mean, I think you could easily, if you broke that up into 2 days, it's not very much at all. Which just goes to say that this, like, simple, results are achievable with even just a little bit of effort. I think people think that it's this monumentous thing, but no. I mean, if you just put in some work, you might be surprised at what you could accomplish with just like a little bit of effort. But I will say that I was in my head a lot during this workout, so it was kind of hard to focus. I was benching, and really, I was just like realizing, like, man, I can't bench nearly as much as I could before. And it's not about numbers. Like, it really isn't. You can develop muscle and, look good with not a lot of weight. But I know what I've done before. And I try to remind myself, like, well, when I weighed more, when you add weight to your body, your leverages are different, your strength is different. Like, if you do a cut, everybody notices that their bench just fucking. But it did get me a little discouraged, I'm not gonna lie. So I was kind of in my head about that. And yesterday I talked about comparison being the thief of joy. And that is true. And I was trying not to compare myself, but I was comparing myself to myself. So I guess it's just how you look at it. Like, I could look at it as, well, I don't know how I can look at it, but it just got me thinking. So that was kind of no bueno. But at least we went to failure. We got a really good pump from everything. The gym is also pretty empty, surprisingly. I don't know, Wednesdays are like hit and miss days. But I have a tendency to kind of like doom spiral. I don't know if you're like that. But if you are, shit's fucking annoying. You just kind of get caught in this loop. And kind of makes it hard to enjoy things. I will say I am a bit anhedonic, so my emotions and my, like, how I present is very, very flat. I love when I feel excited, and I love, like, laughing and deriving pleasure from things, but that is not always the situation. And things don't always register here. But I don't know if, like, recording everything has something to do with it. I don't know. I don't know if that's the move. Because I kind of, like, it, I don't know, maybe it takes me out of the zone. I don't know, but I got work to do. Everybody has work to do. You might think that you're alone in your struggles and everything, but dude, everybody's got stuff that they need to work on. Everybody's fighting a battle that you don't know about. That's why I should try to be kind to people and at least put your best foot forward. I was also popping fucking pouches like no tomorrow. Fucking tired, dude. I am tired. My body's tired, my mind is tired, my heart is tired. There's a lot of parts of me that are just tired. Living is tough. And we didn't ask to be born. But the world, well, I wouldn't say the world, but life and all of its life things can be pretty trying at times. I'll let them go. Sometimes it's better off if you let people go when you're driving. It's not worth getting to your destination 20 seconds sooner. And it means doing some dangerous ass shit. I did think about doing driving stream. I thought about driving streams or driving videos. I've also thought about like going live at the gym. I wonder how that would be. I feel like it would be kind of a lot to deal with, but maybe it could be interesting. I don't know how many people would watch it. you see this, comment below if you think live workouts would be a good idea. Shit, maybe I got low test. Uh-oh. You know, get on that TRT. Maybe that'll fix everything. I don't think so, but maybe. I wonder who I would be if I was on TRT or if I was taking substances. Because it does change your personality. Well, I don't know if it changes your personality or more so like ramps up what's already there or amplifies what's already there. It's like money. You know, money, when you get more money, all it does is just amp up what's already underneath. So, people that, you know, oh, you got money and now you're this way, now you're an asshole, whatever. Nah, they were always an asshole. They just couldn't afford to show it to people, show that side of themselves. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't really have anything else that I want to say, and I'm almost to my destination. So, we'll cap it at that. Tomorrow I plan on doing legs. Might be a light leg workout, nothing crazy. But doing some legs. And one thing, so for squats, I saw this guy doing this, which makes me think of this. When you're trying to re-rack after a squat, don't try to aim and like get it on the little lip. Just fucking crash into the rack and then lower. When you try to aim and like get that on some type of way, you waste a lot of energy that way, and it's much safer to just fucking boom, go forward all the way and then go down. So, stay safe no matter what you're doing, especially with lifting. Stay safe. On that note, I'm going to see you tomorrow for legs. Remember to stay beautiful. Bye, beautiful time.